talk about some things that do affect the cost to the courts. I'm probably number 4 down there. And I've given you exhibits to look at as we speak. Of course, my name is Marlene Jones. I'm here today to speak on behalf of children and families in Kansas and the child needed care cases. And the reason I'm talking about this is we have the worst record in the country and the cost to the taxpayer. At the expense of taxpayers, children are being removed from their parents' custody on falsified allegations, boilerplate petitions, and by the state's own records, one child between the age of 1 and 3 was removed for truancy. If you see the first exhibit, page 2, falsified allegations, highly publicized. This was taken from the Associated Press. I'm sure everybody's heard about this. SRS Don Jordan was reported saying that the Sedgwick County DA bullied social workers into writing things they didn't believe. Don Jordan also said that the Sedgwick County DA's office yelled, cussed, and screamed at the social workers to falsify the documents. Then if you see exhibit 2, page 2, the boilerplate petitions. Taken from the Wichita Eagle dated July 3rd, 2008, the Sedgwick County DA said that her office files boilerplate petitions against parents, and it is up to the attorney for the parents to correct that. Folston's deputy DA over juvenile proceedings said that lawyers for the families can advocate to have those documents changed. My concern is that the DA is required to prove by law that the parent abused the child by clear and convincing evidence, not by filing false boilerplate petitions with the expectations that the defense will correct the false information. You go to exhibit number 3, taken from the State of Kansas website, fiscal year 2010, State of Kansas. Primary reason for removal. There are questionable removals listed, including the removal of a child between the ages of 1 and 3 for truancy. By Kansas statute, KSA 382214, it is the duty of the county or district attorney to represent the state in child and needed care proceedings, which includes preparing and filing the petition alleging a child to be a child in needed care and to appear at the hearing on the petition and to present evidence as necessary at all stages of the proceedings that will aid the court in making appropriate decisions. Since the county or district attorneys represent the state of Kansas in child and needed care proceedings, under what authority or law does any county or district attorney have the right to continue a case that has been unsubstantiated by the state? An example, in Sedgwick County, the district attorney will continue to represent the state against a parent even when the state has unsubstantiated that parent, finding that the clear and convincing evidence as required by law was not met. No services needed and the case is closed. The state, represented by the Sedgwick County DA's office, SRS, and privatization contractor Youthville, will continue to participate in the sync court proceedings, force a parent to take parenting classes, counseling, psych evals, and keep parents on supervised visits even though the parents were unsubstantiated of any wrongdoing. Exhibit 4, Sedgwick County fiscal year 2010, information was taken from the Sedgwick County 18th judicial website and the state of Kansas website. This concerns me. The state of Kansas only substantiated 97 cases, yet the Sedgwick County DA filed 516 sync cases against the families. That means that 81% of those sync cases were unsubstantiated. The cost of these unnecessary removals not only traumatizes the children and their families, but is also costing the Kansas taxpayers millions of dollars. Number 5, taken from the State of Kansas website, the average length of stay in foster care once a child is placed in the custody of the state in Sedgwick County, the average length of stay is 2 times the national average at 30.7 months. Kansas as a whole was 19.4 months, which is still higher than the national average. The national average is 15.4 months. Number 6, taken from the State of Kansas website, contract amounts for foster care. For a family of 4 children in the foster care system, the cost alone for the payment to a contracting agency such as Youthville would be $6,376 per month, and at the average length of stay of 30 months, the cost would be over $191,000. That does not include the $937,293 per month base pay Youthville receives to provide reunification services for the family. Obviously, they aren't reunifying to even meet the national average. Nor do those expenses include appointed attorneys, the judge's salary per child, CSOs, guardian ad litems, court transcriptionists, the team of social workers and Youthville employees assigned to the case, medical expenses to cover counseling, therapy, medical appointments for the children, or the monthly cost to the state for foster placement. The issue is not that our judicial system needs more money, but rather what can be done to make sure Kansas citizens are not paying millions of dollars for children and families that never should have been involved with the foster care system. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.